I'm astrologer and life coach Penny Dix. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to yet another short heads up. What's it about today? Well, this is also quite tricky. This is Mars conjunct Eris. I'm going to explain. Both Mars and Eris are in Aries. Now, Eris is our little dwarf planet, and Eris was a goddess, or rather the dwarf planet is named after the goddess called Eris. Eris had some problems when she was in the kind of, Greek Parthenon and history and playing with all the gods and trying to appease everyone. And she was not invited to a rather special wedding. So she was particularly angry. But nevertheless, she turned up anyway. And she brought with her a golden apple. And she held it up and said, "This is for the fairest goddess in this room." And she then tossed it into the group of squabbling by now goddesses who all wanted to be the fairest goddess. So she causes what we call strife and discord. And the story goes on, but that's for another time. Because at the moment, I just want to talk about why Eris is so significant. And actually, especially in Aries. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars is the other big player in this particular configuration today. Mars is the god of war, aggression, assertion, energy, activity. So you think about it, you've got Eris, the goddess of strife and discord, and you've got Mars, the god of war. Well, this is going to be, or potentially could be, a rather explosive day. Now, I think it would be a good idea to pay attention to the news. The few days that lead up to this, I mean, maybe because I'm pre-recording this, so something may have already happened that fits in with this energy. The kind of things I'm thinking about are rioting, people standing up for their rights, people going out on the street, because for the event chart, it's in that part of the chart to do with the community at large, with large groups of people. Uranus in Taurus is also here, virtually conjunct the North Node. So there is something about whatever unfolds today on the world stage, and as I say, not just today, but the few days that have been leading up to today, and the energy will last for a few days longer. It will be very interesting to see what already has unfolded and what may, because I think anger and aggression will spill out on the streets. Now that could be, of course, in any part of the world. And if we bring this down to a personal level, you may find you are watching, for example, the news and getting really fired up about it and demanding your rights and saying, that leader should go, or off with his head. There's a lot of that kind of sort of reminds me of all the stories you hear about the French Revolution and the guillotine, and how the little ladies used to sit round the bottom of the guillotine doing their knitting, watching the heads roll. And so there is a little bit of a kind of a sense of this energy around. It doesn't necessarily literally, please don't take me literally, mean that heads are going to roll, but in the metaphorical sense, it could be that people are really standing up for their rights and insisting on change. And as I said, with that Uranus in Taurus conjunct the North Node, the events that happen this month of June could significantly colour what we experience for the next few years. That's part of what I feel I need to say about this energy. I think it's also just good before I finish to remember that the moon today in this particular event chart is in Gemini. And the moon is hidden in the 12th house. So it's a little bit like we're saying, listen people, to everyone that is upset and angered by what they're seeing unfold in the world and in politics. Take time to reflect, think things through before you act. And you can take that on a personal level as well. If things are really getting your goat, just take time to reflect before you react. There's some very revolutionary reactive energy around. So just bear that in mind. So on that note, we can always dilute all this energy, and if you bring it down to a more manageable level, it doesn't, and we can do that, you know, with healing. We can actually kind of intend into the current energy and into the future that people find peaceful ways to solve the kind of problems of the day. So leaving you on that positive thought, I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd be super grateful if you could subscribe. Help me get my numbers up into 4 figures. They're currently in 3 figures, but I'd like to see them in 4, and it'd be super great if you could help me do that. And in the meantime, I look forward to seeing you next time, and bye for now.